What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I have some things I want to talk about. Borderline rant. You might want to call this a rant. I don't know, because this is all freestyle off the top. And I want to get into it. So, I did a video earlier about Canelo and Kirkland. It's a potential fight, and it got me thinking. I think that's a hell of a fight, first of all. Second of all, you look at Canelo, who's about to be 24. He's younger than both Adrien Broner and Danny Garcia, if I'm not mistaken. And at a young age, it looks like Canelo is willing to take on a tough schedule. This wasn't always the case, and I was fair when that was the case. When Canelo pre Austin Trout was fighting smaller guys or guys who look less than stellar, old, aging fighters and stuff like that. But since then, he's taken on a tough schedule, and no one can deny it. He took on a undefeated Austin Trout who beat Miguel Cotto. He fought the pound for pound number one guy, Money May, Floyd Mayweather. Then he fought as a comeback after a loss, one of the biggest punchers in the division, Alfredo Angulo, made him look like shit. And then he just took on Edeslani Lara. Now, I know a couple of those fights were controversial. Some people even think Trout won. I don't think Trout won. I just wasn't on board with the open scoring. I think it was a lot closer than the judges had it. The open scoring was some bullshit. And I think Trout could have won, but based on open scoring, it kind of it kind of made him take a detour and fight a fight that wasn't advantageous for him and his style because he knew he was down on the scorecards, if that makes any sense. So he was forced to be this Alfredo Angulo type stalker or aggressor, and that's not his MO. He's more of a slick fighter, more of a southpaw counterpunching type, you know what I mean? A boxing guy is not like the most powerful dude, walk you down and just beat the shit out of you type of dude. So for whatever reason, he lost. The Lara fight controversial. I had Lara winning, but I could see how people thought Canelo won. And anyway, I'm thinking about all this stuff. Meanwhile, we have Danny Garcia fighting Rod Salka, which is this graphic that I just made right now, this meme. And it's just bullshit because Mauricio Herrera just had a fight and he looked really good in that fight with Perez. I thought he looked good. He caused Perez to miss a lot, showed that veteran experience. And ever since Golden Boy picked him up, Mauricio Herrera, he's just been on a mission. And I think he was anxious to get these opportunities because he had some losses to Mike Alvarado and Kareem Mayfield. But that's part of boxing. Unless you're Floyd Mayweather, not everyone could go undefeated. So I like what Mauricio Herrera is doing. And I just hate the scope of boxing today where we have champions, lineal champions, and this wasn't always the case. That's why I feel someone's in Danny Garcia's ear. I like Danny Garcia a lot. You can check my track record, check my old videos, but fair is fair, right is right, wrong is wrong, and that's the type of person I am. So if anybody that I favor or like does something that I don't approve of, I'm gonna speak on it, and that's just what it is. I like Danny Garcia. Some of you guys, oh, you're hating, you hate Puerto Ricans and all kinds of dumb shit that y'all say, but it has nothing to do with that. It has something to do with the level of competition. You're the lineal champion. Your last fight was quote unquote a tune-up fight because you took Herrera, who was coming off of a loss to Kareem Mayfield, and that was supposed to be a tune-up. Then it turned out to be a tougher fight than you expected. Me and a lot of people, including Mauricio Herrera, who I've interviewed, thought Mauricio Herrera won. Herrera is still looking good in his last fight, and you're just content moving forth with your career. Like, you got to give one of these dudes a rematch. Mauricio Herrera. Some people even say Lucas Matisse. Now, Matisse wasn't as close, but his eye was fucked up and got swollen up due to a punch. So, in Danny Garcia's defense, it was a punch that caused it. But a lot of people want to see that fight again just to see how he would look with two eyes that are fucking working and not, you know what I mean, not one eye closing up because he still tried to make it a fight, still showed heart. He looked good against John Molina Jr., so that's another rematch that Danny Garcia can entertain. And then Amir Khan, which I did on my Eagles Matchmaker on the newest episode of that. Amir Khan, you want to move out of 140 or for whatever reason, you can't make weight or whatever, fight Amir Khan. I mean, these are three bankable fights that need to happen over Rod Salka. And again, I can't preach it enough. I can't say it enough. It didn't have to be Rod Salka. Like, even if he fought Alucigina Jose over Rod Salka, I would respect it because I seen Alucigin with Lucas Matisse, and even though he wasn't really winning the rounds, he was still in the fight, so to speak, because Lucas Matisse, if he were to gas out, then Alusigan could have came up. Even though he lost to Hank Lundy as well, I would still respect it more than Rod Salka. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Then move over to Adrien Broner, and I don't know who he's going to be fighting, but from what I'm reading, it looks like Broner. I think I seen an article on Boxing Scene where it said Broner's team or Broner himself turned down Lucas Matisse in that fight for September. For what? Like, what are we waiting on? Like, what you're supposed to be. And the thing I told you guys, the thing that pisses me off about Broner is he continues to talk like he's Floyd Mayweather Jr. And then they're putting him in against at least Danny Garcia. In his defense, he's just shutting the fuck up. He's facing Rod Salka and saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight him, and I got to make this my fight." He's not going overboard. Broner goes overboard, does cartwheels. Hey B, I can't be beat. Like, you already got beat. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference in personalities. So that's a little bit outside of boxing. I don't respect how Broner does that. How he's talking this big shit like he's just Billy Badass. And I have a feeling, and I'm so confident in my feeling that I'm putting a contest. It'll be up by the time this video is up on my Instagram at Boxing Ego. I'm giving you guys a $15 gift card, just one person, to the first person that can guess who Adrien Broner will be facing. The first person that is correct. You only get one guess. I've done some giveaways on there before and they've been successful. So I'm just trying to diversify, do different things. But if you can guess who Adrien Broner's opponent will be and you get it correctly, the first person on my Instagram to have correctly guessed it will get that $15 Xbox gift card. So go there. If you are watching this video, go there and join that. But I can assure you, like, I would put money on this, that Adrien Broner is not going to fight the type of competition that we would consider dangerous. Somebody like a Lucas Matisse, somebody like a John Molina Jr. I really don't feel like they're going to pick someone like that. I think they're going to pick someone in the same boat as a Carlos Molina. So I'm anxious to see where Broner, Danny Garcia already fucked up for his next fight, picking Rod Salka and shit, number 77. But I'm really anxious to see who they select for Broner. Again, you got a guy who's talking this much shit and he's not delivering that much shit. The last time where I thought Broner looked complete, like this dude could be the future, the very last time was against Antonio DeMarco. Not even in the Gavin Reese fight. Gavin Reese was actually getting some shots off early, but I just knew he was going to get broke up and broke down. He's just small and he wasn't going to be able to withstand Broner's power at 135. But the last time where I looked at Broner and I was, for the entirety of the fight, not spots, not, oh, you did good in round 6 or this, where I really just respected his game and his arsenal, that was in the Antonio DeMarco fight, and that's straight the fuck up. So let's see if you guys can guess Adrien Broner's next opponent. Hopefully he doesn't fuck up like Danny Garcia, but I have a feeling that they're going to fuck it up, and they're not 100% confident in Adrien Broner, and the Maidana loss has taken a toll, so they're trying to build him back up a little bit slower and slow his roll. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just sick. Again, you get guys like Canelo, who's younger than both of them, and it looks like he's willing to take on tough challenges. And then you got the lineal champion and the loudmouth, and they're fighting subpar competition. You know what I mean? People that the public doesn't want to see. Make sure you like the video. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.